Alright, problem 32, evaluating expressions. When we were showing this in the PowerPoint, one of the things that we kept doing was putting parentheses where the variables are. And then substitute in for the variables, substitute the numbers in for the variables. So C was 2/5, A is 1/3, and B is 3/4. Now it's just a matter of following your order of operations, which again would be PEMDAS. And again, it's not multiply then divide or add then subtract. It's multiply and divide from left to right, add and subtract from left to right. So in this problem, we don't have any work inside parentheses. We do have an exponent. So the first thing to do is remember what your exponent means. It means you have 2/5 times 2/5. To multiply fractions, you just multiply numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. So this is going to be 4/25. There is nothing to reduce. I'm going to go ahead and drop the parentheses. I'm going to bring the rest of the problem down now. The nice thing about putting them in parentheses is that you recognize AB means A times B. Multiplying the fractions, you can reduce before you multiply. So 3 and 3 can both be divided by 3. This becomes a 1. This 3 becomes a 1. When we multiply, we get 1/4. Bring down the rest of the problem. We've got 4/25 minus 1/4. To add and subtract fractions, we need a common denominator. The common denominator here, the only one we've got is going to be 100. So we're going to have to multiply this by 4, and we're going to have to multiply 4 by 25. So 4, whatever you did to the denominator, do the same thing to the top. So multiply the top by 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 over 100 minus this times 25. 1 times 25, it's going to be 25 over 100. Put it over one denominator to help you think about the integers. 16 minus 25 over 100. 16 minus 25. They're going to be different signs. You're going to have to subtract. The larger amount is going to be negative. So right away, let's go ahead and make that answer come out to be negative. And then to subtract, put the larger number on top. Take away the smaller number. 16 from 5, we'll have to borrow. 6 from 15 becomes 9. 1 from 1 is 0. So that's my answer, -9/100. Alright, sorry, looking at the answer key to make sure I got it right. Okay, problem 33. Again, put parentheses where each variable is. And then plug in the numbers. D is 3/8. B is 3/4. And A is 1/3. Alright, the parentheses really right now don't matter, but they do help us see that this is 3/4 divided by 1/3. So order of operations, you have to do the dividing before you do the adding. So this 3/8 is just going to hang here for a little bit. You don't really divide with fractions. You multiply by the reciprocal. So this becomes 3/4 times the reciprocal, 3/1. Nothing to reduce. 3's are now both in the numerator, and it has to be that you reduce while you're multiplying. So you just multiply numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. This is going to be 9 over 4. So now we have 3/8 plus 9/4. To add and subtract fractions, we need a common denominator. Common denominator would be 8. So you're going to multiply this by 2, multiply the numerator by 2. So this will be 3/8 plus 18/8. You can put that over one denominator. So this is going to be 3 plus 18. 3 plus 18 will be 21. So this will be 21/8. That's your answer. There's nothing to reduce. 8 is divisible by 2 and 4. 21 can't be divided by 2 or 4, so that's it. To change it back into a mixed number, you would divide 21 by 8. You'd say it would go 2 times. That would be 16. Subtract. You have 5 pieces left over. Put your remainder over what you were dividing by, and that's what it is as a mixed number. 2 and 5/8.